I'm back in the big seat today with another week of Steph's game picks. What's happening, guys? You know what it is. Week 9 in the NFL came. It's here. It's today. It's a Sunday, man. And it's November. Can you believe that? We're only got 2 months left in the year. And you know we got to do big things. I'm finishing in what I'm started with from week 1 all the way up to the playoffs each and every week with Steph's game picks. What's up? My name is Steph Saucy. Some call me Steph, some call me Saucy, but some of you know that, but others that don't know me, you know, you're going to learn a lot about my YouTube channel. Let me first start by saying that you could watch me each and every week, whether I'm talking about Steph's M Life, which I own a BMW M3, in case you want to check that out. I got, some videos on there, or if you like crypto and stocks, but mostly Bitcoin, just to be specific. You could check out Steph's Bitcoin report. We talk about all things Bitcoin, baby. We got 2 months left in the year for Bitcoin to go up or down. What do you think? I think personally it's going to go up. But like I said, you got to wait to see that content so I can give you all the insight. But no, we're not talking about none of that because it's week 9 and the Giants at the bottom of the damn division. Some of it, we screwed ourselves. And some of it, the refs screwed us too. Let's get straight to it. Because last week against the Philadelphia Eagles, there were a lot of bad calls out there. Oh, by the way, too, you can like and subscribe to the channel. Before I go off. Like I said, there was a lot of bad calls. And these refs, man, they starting to take over games too much instead of letting the players play. And I really don't like that shit, man. And we're going to go to that game, too, just to be specific. Let's get straight into my NFL scores here on my page. Let's go to week 8 of the NFL. The Giants lost 20-38. And not only that, they lost Cam Scatterbull, who was a rookie of the year, potentially favorite if he didn't get injured. But look at this, man. 38-20. Philadelphia was home. I get it. No A.J. Brown. That made a difference. But Philly found a way to put up 38 points. Obviously, Cam Scatterbull broke his ankle and a bunch of other things that went on. But and Saquon Barkley had a big game. I mean, we shut him down the first game to only under 60 yards rushing. And he had 14 carries for 150 yards and a touchdown. Can't happen. Unacceptable from this Giants defense. But like I said, also what was unacceptable too was the referee, the officiating. I was watching the game at a local bar. Shout out to Michael Flynn's. It was a great time, great vibes. But yeah, man, I'm watching it and I'm like, these refs are really just out of hand. And what's really killing me about this whole situation was that fucking tush push. This team one time ran the tush push 4 times against my Giants on that Thursday night football game. 4 straight times a tush push in order for you to get a touchdown. That shit is just so weak. It's so beneath the NFL to approve that. The NFL owners are going to have to come to a conclusion next year with the owners meetings because that was just it was just disgrace. That's all I'm going to say. It was a disgrace. So if we look at this game, Philly had 23 first downs. Giants had only 13 first downs. But the penalties, look at the discrepancies. 7 for 54 and 5 to 30. And I'm telling you right now, the league, has to do better. These NFL referees are starting to look like replacement referees from that one year where they had a bunch of replacement referees on the field. And let me get to one of the Giants players that had to call out the fumble, which was supposed to be a fumble on a tush push that Kayvon Thibodeau took the ball away from Jalen Hurts. But no, it didn't work out that way. And here is Kayvon Thibodeau's thoughts and comments on the tush push and what happened on that play.
What was going through your mind during the tush push where it looked like you forced a fumble?
Man, I don't know. That's some bullshit. And honestly, when it comes to that play and what happened, I feel like, the refs, they got a kind of a hard job because they don't know when to stop it. And I think it's tough on defense, obviously, because it's like you stop the first surge, the ref don't blow the whistle. you get the ball out and you take it, and all of a sudden it's, whatever you said, the forward progress. So
Bullshit.
at the end of the day, you just got to keep playing, man. It happens. Try to keep giving it your best and live with the results.
What was their explanation to you, at least? Did you ask him?
He said they called the forward progress before he reached the ball out. So sounds like some bullshit to me, but
You didn't hear a whistle, right?
that's the hard part about the tush push.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, that was a great call by the ref.
He cleaned that up. Burns, the veteran that Burns is, told him, hey, look, man, don't say anything bad because you don't want to get fined, Kayvon. Save that bread, bro. We all need our bread, man. Come on now. So, look, like exactly what he said. There was no whistle. The reason for the explanation of the tush push being a first down was forward progress. But if you was to see the replay, because the NFL, if I play the replay, then they're going to say that I'm doing copyright infringement, yada, yada, yada. I'm not getting into all that. But Kayvon Thibodeau pretty much took the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hand. My younger brother, of course. People call me Jalen Hurts. Whatever. I live with it just for this moment. But look, man, he took the ball clearly out of his hand. That should have been giant ball. But look, this play is starting to be, it's just disgusting, man. I'm going to say it again. It's a disgusting play. They need to get rid of it. And Philly's success predominantly depends on that play for the most part. I said it, yeah. Pretty much that tush push is your identity for the Philadelphia Eagles in recent years. They've gone deep into playoff runs. They've made it to the Super Bowl twice now in the Jalen Hurts era. So look, man. Enough for talking about Week 8. That's in the past. We're on Week 9. But I just want to bring that to your attention. That Steph Saucy Talk, Steph Game Picks. It not only talks about, what I predict will happen in these NFL games, but it also talks about, highlights, injury reports, and also now I'm going to talk about as a Pro Football Focus, seeing the grades of each players that I feel like can impact the game. And we have some big 1 o'clock games this week, guys. And I'm really excited about this because last week's 1 o'clock games were terrible. Too many blowouts, not competitive enough. So this week is much better. And let's start it off with, of course, how can I forget? Let's get to the headlines. The headlines this week is the NFL trade deadline that comes Tuesday on Election Day. That's the deadline at 4 p.m. We already seen a trade. The Steelers traded for, let me just get straight to that. Matter of fact, that's another story for another thing. Steelers trade. And the Patriots, who have been rolling, traded this safety, man. They just re-signed him last year, Kyle Duggar. And right now, Pittsburgh is struggling in the secondary as they lost Deshaun Elliott at the safety position. So now Kyle Duggar is traded to the Steelers, and it's really surprising. He is supposed to be making $4 million, but with the signing bonus, you get that right up front. So everything else after that, he has money guaranteed in 2026, which is $9 million, and after that, they're not owed any money. Yeah, I can't never understand that in the NFL. It's like you get certain guarantees, and then 1 year you're on your contract, you're not guaranteed to make any money. That right there is some scary shit right there. You look at baseball, everything's guaranteed. You look at NBA, a lot of it is guaranteed. But NFL, they can't seem to find a way to get guys paid more. I mean, especially what they go through each and every week. So this is one guy the Steelers traded for. Let's see what else trades around the NFL. Let's see who else got traded. Let's go on to NFL.com. For November, we don't have anything except that trade, like I mentioned to you, with the Steelers. So, but yeah, guys are gonna be getting traded real soon. It's the the second day of November. So that's pretty much it as far as that headline is concerned. Let's get back to the NFL scores. Let's just find out if we're gonna be missing anything. And let's get to Bears and Bengals game cast. And this should be an interesting one at the Cincinnati. Cincinnati let the Jets get their first win. Props to the Jets. I mean, you finally broke through. You finally didn't say to yourself, you know what, let's lay down. Let's just get another loss in the book. But you came through. You scored 39 points. Bravo to that, to an historic, shitty Cincinnati defense. I mean, this team right here, every year, if it wasn't for Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins, this team would be irrelevant, if I should say the least. So, look, they're home again, but they got the Bears coming in. Obviously, Chicago lost last week to a Lamar-less Ravens team, which I thought was surprising. So, they're looking to bounce back in Cincinnati this week. Let's see. Chicago is a 52.7% favor. Like I said, Caleb Williams, he's looked better than he has compared to his rookie year. Joe Flacco still in there at 41 years old. No DeAndre Swift, so I don't know how the run game is going to look today for Chicago. But if Caleb Williams can do something big, he can do it against this Bengals defense. They give up a lot. Currently, right now, no Logan Wilson and no Trey Hendrickson, so it should not be no sort of pass rush at all today. That's going to make a big difference in this game. Let's see. Chicago is favored. See, the road team is favored this week. Cincinnati, look, I really thought once I seen that game against the Steelers, like this team can really make some noise. But now I really don't feel like they won't. I got Chicago winning this game, which is surprising to think. Let's go with a score of 31-24. That's what I like for Chicago this week. If the Jets can put it up on them, so can Chicago. You got Caleb, you got Rome Odunze, you got what else is his name on the outside? I can't think of the name off the top of my head. Let me just go back and just see, because I hate to not mention to you guys the player that I'm thinking about, and I can't come up with the name. That doesn't seem right. So let me just go back to that. Well, he is the leading receiver on the team. Let's go to Chicago's Bears. Let's see. They don't even see. Come on, man. I'm trying to go to the full team stats. Let's go stats real quick. ESPN loads. Yeah, DJ Moore. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that. Wow, yeah. So you should expect the Bears to put up a lot of points today. So that's what we're going with, 31-24. Let's give me that. And Chicago's defense, I think, is for real. They hold Baltimore to under 25 points last week. So I don't see why not they could do it to Cincinnati this week. So let's continue to keep rolling. Obviously, the big game, Giants and 49ers. I'm not going to talk about that. You already know I told you I'm not going to talk about games that the Giants are playing on the day of. That's not fair because, obviously, I feel like the Giants are going to win. So let's keep it going. Vikings and Lions, another big game. And you know what was crazy, man? I went for the Vikings against the Eagles. Silly me, right? Because fucking Carson Wentz, man. That guy always seems to throw picks. He couldn't get it, and now he's on IR with a shoulder injury. That's just something. So I'm assuming J.J. McCarthy is in today, but it's okay because they won't yet host the Vikings and J.J. McCarthy in the return to Michigan, where he played for his alma mater. I don't think this should be even a fair contest. I mean, let's just be honest. He's coming back from injury, the quarterback for the Vikings. They seem to be struggling on offense. And this kid, I mean, he had a good first game, but against this Lions defense, Aiden Hutchinson, he just signed a big deal, highest non-paid QB in the league right now. He's got 6 sacks on the year. I should expect him to have a good day too. Let's see. Detroit's favored by 9.5. Do I think Minnesota will give up a lot of points? Yes, I do today, especially with the Lions and their creativity, especially coming off of a roster that was depleted in the secondary. depleted last week, and they found a way to win. So, look, I do not underestimate the Lions no more. I said this at the beginning of the year. I feel like they're one of the top teams that can come out of the NFC. They still are. I mean, they put on a master class last week against the Bucs with their literally starting cornerback, starting safety, all out last week, and they found a way to win that game. So let's go again with the Lions. They keep the hot streak going. I take a score of 27-20. That's what I like, 27-20 this week for Detroit. Ooh. 1 o'clock games are getting good. Let's see if we can continue. See this right here. This could be a toss-up. I'm be honest with you, because Green Bay, they start off slow for some reason on offense, but they seem to find their way to get back scoring points. Jordan Love, as you can see, 1,700 yards. They are a 77% chance to win. I think Bryce Young is back because what Andy Dalton did last week, my goodness. I mean, you just gave Buffalo that game. Just silly mistakes. Buffalo put up 40 points last week. Michael Parsons, this could be a big game for him. Rashawn Gary is the league leading sack guy on that team. But look, Green Bay win this game. They still would be in control of the NFC North. So let's just continue with that trend. I like this game. 12.5, that's a lot. Carolina has put up, decent fight for a lot of the games this year, but they're going against this Green Bay offense, which I think is top 5 in my eye when they're on. So let's go with Green Bay putting up 30 at home today, 30-19. That's what I like, 30-19. And I'm not going to cover the spread today. Let's go. Let's see what else we got here. Chargers and Titans. I mean, the Chargers put a beat down on Minnesota, man. I didn't think Minnesota was going to give up that many points last week on Thursday night, but they did. And the Chargers are on the road, and they still feel like they have a chance to win the AFC West, especially with the Chiefs right behind them. Denver is currently leading that division, but that's a tough division right now, man. You got 3 teams that are fighting for first place. Justin Herbert's 2,100 yards already through the air, and they're favored by 9.5. I mean, Tennessee, their woes continue. No Jeffrey Simmons, no Calvin Ridley. I mean, this is right here. This seems like this could be a Madden-type game. I'm going to be honest with you. Justin Herbert's, I mean, I just looked at a Pro Football Focus stat. Let me get back to that. And I'll show you what Herbert ranks among QBs right now. Justin Herbert, guys, this is according to Pro Football Focus. He currently, he is currently 3rd right now, ranked as far as a quarterback. Offense, 90%. Pass rush, passing, 84.9. And the run game, 89.1. So this guy is the 3rd best, ranked quarterback right now in the NFL. That's a lot of high praise for a guy that's hasn't won yet in the playoffs, but right now his team's looking good. They put a beat down, like I said last week, and I think the beat down continues. Give me 35 today from LA Chargers. 35 points in the Tennessee Titans to put up a meaningless 20 points. Let's go 35-20. 35-20. Let's go. If we look at this game, I can't believe I got to bring up this game, but it's on the schedule. And Atlanta's just disappointed me, bro. Disappointed me on this year, man. I had high hopes for them. I'm thinking they're going to win the division now. They're not even close to winning this division in the NFC South. And now you got to go against a hot Patriots team that won 5 in a row. It's going to be a tough task. Michael Penix is back because Kirk Cousins, that was a disgusting performance last week. 10 points, not good enough. And New England, I mean, they're just really good. Drake May is just really that good. You see the stats; they speak for themselves, and they lead their division. And unfortunately for the Falcons, they don't. And I know the Falcons, they could put up great defense, but sometimes they don't. Tua Tagovailoa looked great last week with 4 touchdown passes. I think Drake May matches that this week with 4 touchdown passes. Let's continue to keep this Patriot train going. You know I hate the Patriots because the Giants, we beat them twice, by the way, just in case you didn't know that. So, look, I think they win this game handedly, 25-20. I like that score, 25-20. Don't ask me how I got it. I just got my numbers how they are. All right. We're moving down the line. We're still in 1 o'clock games. Wow, this is another big one too. Daniel Jones. And I seen some stat. Currently right now, Daniel Jones is in the MVP race. Believe it or not. He's got his team at 7-1. Jonathan Taylor is playing as an MVP as well. He could win Offensive Player of the Year with the way he's looking. And according to Pro Football Focus, once again, let's go to it. Let's select position. Running back, Jonathan Taylor. Here he goes, right here. The second best ranked running back in the National Football League. 81.7 usage on offense, 83.4 run football grade. So, look, I'm trying to get better with the Pro Football Focus. So if I'm not understanding you clearly, I'm still trying to learn that situation right now. I don't know too much about the Pro Football Focus, but I know it means that if you're ranked in the top 10, that means something. So let's go Pittsburgh losing this game. Unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers is going to have a tough day. I think the Colts, man, with Daniel Jones, he can either run for touchdowns or pass touchdowns. And Indianapolis is favored by 3.5. The Steelers, they're going to put up a fight. We all know this. But if they don't, this game could get out of hand with Indianapolis scoring over 27 points today. So I can see Indianapolis putting up 28 and the Steelers putting up 24. 28-24 is my final score. Let's continue to move down the line. All right. Now we get to the 4 o'clock game. Oh, still 1 o'clock game. Here goes the last one. Broncos and Texans. Texans, they shocked me last week against the 49ers, who the Giants are playing today. Offense looked pretty good. Defense, you already know they're going to be in the top 10 as far as ranked with DeMeco Ryans as the head coach, but he's also a defensive coordinator. So, the Denver Broncos, they're down a lot of guys, especially Pat Surtain. I mean, that was a big blow to the secondary. Obviously, we know he won the Defensive Player of the Year, but that shouldn't really hurt the Broncos today. Houston, I don't think they cover today. I think Denver goes on the road and sneakily gets away with this game by special teams. I think special teams can make a difference today. Let's go with Denver winning this game 23-20. That's what I like, 23-20. At least we won't see a game where someone scores 30-something points in the fourth quarter, which the Giants gave up to the Broncos. I don't think this is one of those games. Jaguars, Raiders. Jaguars came off a bye last week. Travis Hunter is on IR. I think I found that out earlier in the week. They're both coming off byes, but the Raiders, they continue to struggle with Geno Smith at the quarterback position. Obviously, they're last in their division. Jacksonville second in their division. Jacksonville needs to win this game. They need to win this game. I think they do win this game, too, on the road against a Las Vegas team that just doesn't have it quite yet, even with Pete Carroll as their head coach. Let's go Jacksonville winning this game 26-20. That's what I like, 26-20. They got to get through their offensive slumps this game against this Raiders secondary. All right, let's go. Now we should be finally getting to another 405 game. Rams. LA is winning right now. Obviously, you've seen the Dodgers win last night. And this Rams team is nothing to joke with. They can put up a lot of points. And this Saints team, they're on the road. And now, no Spencer Rattler. You see, Saints QB Tyler Show is their starting QB for the foreseeable future, as we know. And the Rams, they just click. They just continue to click on offense and their defense too. One of the hottest teams. I thought they were going to be one of the best teams if they won that game against Philadelphia early in the year until they got their kick blocked. But they're still going to be good, I think, heading into the playoffs. Let's go with LA winning this game. Let's see, man. This is going to be a high-scoring affair. Let's go with the Rams putting up 28 today and the Saints only putting up 17. Let's go, 28-17. That's what I like today. Let's continue to go. All right, another big game, man. And here goes a lot of conspiracy theories about these Chiefs and about how they're always favored by the referees. And you can see why, how they've been in the last 10 years, not 10 years, let's just say 7-8 years since Patrick Mahomes came into the league, have been favored heavily by referees. And there's no reason why they shouldn't be, because obviously they are the diva of the NFL, especially with Travis Kelce and all the attention he gets now from having a superstar, powerful girlfriend that's Taylor Swift. But this is Buffalo, right? This is Buffalo team last week put a beating on Carolina. Yes, that's Carolina. They're like this. The Chiefs standard is like this. And what I've been seeing from Kansas City now, with all their weapons back, is pretty scary now, because this is a team that people thought after that, loss they took to the Eagles in the Super Bowl, they weren't going to be the same. They're looking like their old form. KC is favored on the road today. Last year, I believe Buffalo won this game. And I think this year, again, Buffalo is going to have a tough time. I don't think they really win this game, guys. I want to say Buffalo is going to win this game. But I think Patrick Mahomes now, he's going to, seek revenge from last year's defeat. Let's go with KC winning this game. It's not going to be by a late game field goal, I don't think. But let's just go with both teams putting up a lot of points. Let's go with 33-30. That's what I like. Buffalo losing to Kansas City at home 33-30. Let's go. All right. So now we should begin to the 8 o'clock game. And then finally, there's only one. What happened? Oh, come on, man. Y'all messing up my team. There's only one Monday night game, but this is a good game for the night. Jaden Daniels still looking kind of banged up with that knee issue now. He's going through the big sophomore slump that we didn't expect to happen after what he did in the regular season last year. Even that playoff run, that was spectacular, man. That was really good. So right now, I don't see him on the injury report, but Terry McLaurin currently right now is on the injury report. Sam Darnold, actually, he is the highest ranked QB right now, according to Pro Football Focus. I showed you a glimpse of that earlier today. And they have Washington winning this game. Wow, matchup predictor is concerned. 55.2%, but the bettors are saying that Seattle's favored by 2.5. Over under is 45.5. I think so. I think we can honestly see that, especially with Washington having problems in the secondary. Let's go with Seattle going on the road, staying at the top of the division. Remember, they got the Rams right behind them, but they do go into Washington winning this game. And I bet you right now, Minnesota's starting to feel real sick about letting Sam Darnold go. So let's go with Seattle winning this game, not by a lot. I don't think it's a lot, but I can see them putting up easily 27 points. Let's go 27-26. Yes, that's going to be the final score, I think, 27-26. And last but not least, we'll get to a Monday night showdown with this Cowgirls team and the Cardinals. Cardinals clearly don't have it this year. Marvin Harrison is struggling. Kyler Murray is struggling. They've been playing backup QBs. So Dallas is home. They'll probably bounce back. Yeah, we know the story. Dallas, obviously America's team. Monday night. What else could go not good for them? Right? They just seem to always find a way to win games every year, even though they stink on defense. But they'll pull it out this week against Arizona, who was banged up. Kyler Murray's questionable. It's still up for grabs. We'll see what happens. But 52.5 is the over-under. And Dallas, they can go over. So you better put your money on Dallas going over and put your money on Dak Prescott over 2 touchdowns. That's what I would say. So let's go Dak Prescott putting up 34. And I'm giving that a lot for Dallas. 34-24. That's what I like to see on Monday night. So that's the end of today's Steph game picks. Like I said, always stay tuned with me, just in case I post new videos about Steph's M Life playlist, or you can see me on my Steph Bitcoin report, plus other videos that I'm gonna be circling in and out. It's game day. It's the picks are in. They're locked. They're sealed. They're delivered to the internet. You choose and you decipher how you want based on what I told you. And we'll talk another time.